Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. And I definitely have to give you guys more of a notice when we go live. But at this current moment, I'm only going to go live once a month, but I'm going to want to at some point make it twice a month. But if there's anybody in chat, I want people to come out and to converse with you guys. Welcome everybody. If you are signing in, just let me know if my voice is clear. Comment below. Let me know if my voice is clear, if you guys hear me well. But welcome back to everybody to Back to Boost in Motion, guys. And today I'm here to answer you guys' questions for about an hour or two. Before I get into the video, if you want to ask me questions privately, you can ask it to me on Boost in Motion on Instagram or Boost in Motion on Facebook. Yes, my DMs do get filled very fast. But otherwise than that, welcome everybody to Boost in Motion channel. And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all of my old subscribers. If you have any questions that you want to ask me right now, definitely, please write it in a chat box and I will answer it. Otherwise than that, I just want to give a few updates to the channel. One, for July of 2019, I'm going to try to set up a Q50 Q60 meetup in Brooklyn, New York. It's going to be at Floyd Bennett Field one of these Sundays. I'm going to put out, if you add me on Boost in Motion on Instagram or Facebook, I'll put the update there on when I will have the Q50 Q60 or Infinity meet at Floyd Bennett Field. This will be in Brooklyn, New York. This is mainly for the, Northeast guys. But otherwise than that, let's see who's in the chat. What's going on, Marcus? How are you? What's going on, Stez? What's going on? What's going on, Chai J? How do you feel about the 2010 Infinity G37 sedan? That's a little bit too broad. Get a little bit more detailed about the 2010. What I would say is, if you can get like a 2012, 2013 G37 sedan, that's usually with the ones with a nicer, newer bumper a little bit, and you kind of avoid that whole galley gasket issue because the newer VQs, they kind of fix that issue right around 2012, 2013. But just get a little bit more specific about that Tajay service. What's going on, K-Yags? How are you? All right. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Stas. Appreciate you very much for that. Extraterrestrial, what's going on, man? How are you, man? I hope you're feeling well. Sup, Boost? Okay. This is DJ Flo, by the way. I need to change my name on here to match everything that goes. I'm doing well, man. I'm feeling great. What's going on, Trayvon? Do you know the horsepower limit for the stock 3.0T? As of right now, Trayvon, no one really knows. Honestly, no one really knows because because AMS, remember, they're the one pioneering the block. They ran 10.6, pretty much maxing the stock turbos out. And did it have any issues? No. People keep confusing horsepower for the amount of torque. What pretty much blows motors and transmissions isn't horsepower, guys. It's torque. It's the amount of the force that goes on the rods, the pistons, the bearings, everything like that. But if anyone ever knows from the stock turbos, if you ever look at the graph, right, when the horsepower goes up, the torque usually peaks out like right around 4,000 RPM, and then it drops down. So at higher RPM, the transmission and the motor's not going through much torque. So at this moment, we don't know how much this VR30 motor can take an amount of torque. From what other people have spoken about, and from what Midwest had told me, it seems like the transmission is somewhere around 550, 600 pounds of torque. And anything above that, you may run into any issues. Also, that applies to the motor. So I would assume, based on everybody's pretty much them getting their cars tuned and the tuners, this is not me, they're saying right around that 600 pounds of torque is when this motor may start falling on its face. All right. Okay, Jack said, put on the GTR wheels, my guy. Jack, I would love to put up the GTR wheels on that. But if you notice in the old video, I want to get 1,000 likes. If I get 1,000 likes on that GTR wheel video, then I'll do it. I want you guys to be like, hey, Boost, you need to do that. I do love GTR wheels though. If not, I'm gonna end up selling them and I'm gonna post them on my IG. All right. Amari, Redsport Q60 or Q50, pros and cons. Dude, that's too broad, Amari. That's too broad. Think about that. You're comparing a coupe to a sedan. Come on, do they have the same motor? Honestly, the Q60 have the newer seats. I don't know how comfortable those seats are. So if anybody in the chat has a Q60 with those seats, because they look, I don't know if they're the sports seats or luxury seats, they look a little different, and I like that they get red. That's honestly why I like the Q60 more, because you get the red And there's way less Q60s on the road than Q50s. Let's just be honest here. But then you're also losing trunk space, and you're also losing 2 seats. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise than that, everything is similar. I think both cars look great. Honestly, my boy has a Q60. I think his car looks great. I love how it looks. But I want 2 more doors and I want more trunk space. Elmer, do you think the Infiniti Q60 2.0 will last more than 100,000 miles? Because I heard the transmission this week. Honestly, Elmer, I don't know if the 2.0T uses the 7-speed transmission. It should use the 7-speed transmission unless it uses the Mercedes transmission. I haven't read anywhere that they use a Mercedes transmission, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna definitely look that up, Elmer, and I should make a small video on giving some updates on some of this stuff. So in this chat, I'm gonna write down some of the questions that I don't know answers to, and I'm gonna make a compilation video on what I didn't know the answer to. So, but honestly, if it's a 7-speed transmission, I don't see that as an issue. Those transmissions last forever. They're pretty much unserviceable, as Infiniti keeps saying. Jonathan, hey, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you very much. Stanley says, boostinmotion, I got a project car, Q50 RS, but damaged radiator and intercooler. Is the radiator and intercooler system for the same as the Redsport? No. Well, they use the same stock heat exchanger, the same placement. It's just that for the Redsport, you have 1 extra water pump. So you said that you have an RS. It's just probably you have to buy a separate, unless you damage the unless the frontal damage, you're gonna have to buy a separate water pump. Just check on the Infiniti parts.com, and it'll show the schematic on the extra parts that you need to buy. But essentially, it's the same system. It's just that they just say, hey, boom, they add 1 extra water pump. So it should be the same, but it may still get an issue. I don't know if the computer's gonna pick up that the second water pump isn't reading. So that part I don't know about, but yes, everything's still the same. The same stock heat exchanger lines run the same. They just randomly throw in a second water pump on the heat exchanger lines because it's a push-pull system. And shout out to Kadro on YouTube for that. Check his channel out. All right. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. There's a lot of questions here. Marcus, I got an overdrive Redsport, now waiting for Black Friday to get upgraded rear differential, low down pipes and exhaust. I'm going to try to run my raced, 235 and 295 in the front. I wouldn't do that much of a difference, 235, 35 and 295. That aspect ratio is going to be, because you have an overdrive. I would go with 45, 55, 65, 75. You will have to rock 275, 30, 19 in the rear, so that you won't mess up the overdrive system at Marcus. You would have to, because when you do the tire ratios, you're gonna start pushing the tires out of this ratio. That 295, 30 is a lot taller tire than the 235, 30, 235, 35. So I would recommend going with the 275, 30. That's just my recommendation. Unless you go to like a 245 and then go with a 245 40 and then like a 285 35. And that gives you a bit more meat in your tire, especially that you're going to go with a more performance. Seems like you're trying to do a lot with the car. So that's better. That's what I recommend. Winner, what's going on? I have a 440 league soon. Give me comment. Do you think I should get Q50? Winner, I know you, brother. You used to have a G37. You was an Infiniti Cat, but now you went back to the BMWs, man. You love your BMWs though; they're quick. But I just want to give you an update. I bumped into a 600 wheel M4 on the 85, and yeah, that car's fast. So I don't know. You might need to stay with BMW. All right, Estes. I have a 2015 Q50S. I want to know the best yet basic upgrades that I can do myself. Did you mean like put it on yourself? Like if you want to install a lot of those parts yourself, and there's a lot of parts you can buy for yourself, but most of the basic upgrades, are you talking performance? If it's performance, test pipes, exhaust, intakes, you can do that on your own. They make other parts like the rear differential should be the same. I would assume the same that you can swap on the Q50 if you are rear-wheel drive. I don't know if you're rear-wheel drive or not. If you're just talking about aesthetic looks, there's plenty of lips, carbon fiber lips, diffusers, rear window spoilers. There's a lot of stuff on eBay and Amazon. As much as people hate eBay and Amazon, it's like the best place to go to get a condensed amount of area where you can get parts. compared to like, let's say, what is it, AliExpress, where it's gonna take like 14 to 28 days to get here. Do you guys want to wait 14 to 28 days to get a part? No, you want it in the next few days. That's my recommendation. But most of the basic upgrades for the 3.7 people usually do test pipes with CATBACK and intakes. That's it. Most of that stuff you could do yourself. I would recommend staying away from installing test pipes though, just because you need a 30-inch extension, and some of the bolts could be rusty depending on where you live. Let me speed up with the question, guys. I feel like I'm holding back. What's going on, Kevin Boost? I'm starting a carbon fiber business. I want to send you some parts for the Q60. Where can I get a hold of you to discuss this? You can add me. You can send me a message on boostinmotion on Instagram or Facebook. Period. Just send me the information there, and I'll talk to you in the DM. Okay? So we can definitely link up with that and see where everyone falls in. And once again, thank you, everybody. My channel's about to hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, that's legit. That's a legit thing. Like, our community is going up there, man. I appreciate you guys so much for that, man. Appreciate you guys. Last Dragon, hey, I have them in white, and they are comfortable. You know what, Last Dragon? I didn't even know that those seats came in white. See? That's how much I'm falling back. I should know more about my Q50 Q60 thing. I'm going to look that up, too. Definitely, I'm going to write down these questions after this live. Bradford, right. What's going on, Bradford? Check out Bradford's channel. He has a white Ultima. Check it out. Check it. Yes. I like my Nissans too. I like my Maxes and my Ultimas. Go check out his channel. Most of us started off with those front-wheel drive cars. Now the Ultima's all-wheel drive, but they didn't put the turbo motor in it. Nissan is so backwards. I'm telling you, dude. I missed to talk about those GTR wheels. No, I actually didn't talk about the GTR wheels really yet. I mean, I might be putting them on the car. I might not be. I'm just saying I want 1,000 likes on that video, and then I'll do it. So if you guys want to see that GTR wheels on my Q50, go back to that video and hit 1,000 and just go like it right now. Just boom, that's it. But if I hit 1,000 likes in like 2 weeks, I'll throw them on there definitely. But if not, I'll put them up for sale on my Instagram or my boostinmotion and get rid of them. Pretty much. At KX, you said that you are leasing your Q50, but you are doing all these mods on it. Is it just for your channel, or do you take them back off when you take power in? At KX, yes. It's actually both. One, I've always modified all the cars I had, and the last two cars I had were leased. My first 3.7 Q50 and my 3.0 T now. Before that, I was always a VQ guy from Maximus to the G37. One, I do like to put little modifications on my car because you want your car to go a little bit quicker. But the reason why I went and got the turbo car is because I know that there was so much left on the table of speed. When I was talking to my boy yesterday, I sat there and told him this. I said, when I had my 3.7, I always wanted more. But once I got the 3.0 T and JB40 and the little bit of modifications I just started doing, a little tiny bit, I said, yo, I'm content. I don't want 600. Will be nice, but I'm content for my daily driver. It's pretty quick. It's all drive. Most cars I meet at the stoplight, I'm taking off on them, majority. You know what I'm saying? So, like that's what I'm contented at. But also I'm doing it for the channel for you guys because I realize that this channel is growing because more people are purchasing this platform, 3.7 and 3.0 T. So for me to be able to give you guys the best information, I have to try the products out. And that's what I actually want to talk about with some of you guys right now. Just briefly, give me 2 minutes. There's a lot of companies I've been sending emails to, and they sell products for our platform, and they're not really, either they leave them on red, or they respond and say, no, we won't want to do a code sponsorship right now. And I'm not saying I'm ever asking for anything free. I said, listen, I don't mind purchasing your product, but I would want my subscribers to get a discount off, or me to get some kind of discount off, because I'm purchasing your product and showing it to 10,000 people. Some of my videos I can get 2,000-3,000 views. Some of my videos I can get 10,000 to 20,000 views in a month. So I'm purchasing something out of my own money and giving free advertisement. If I was at 900 subscribers, understand, but at 10,000, I have some kind of viewership. And that's why I tell you guys, thank you so much. One day, maybe they'll hook me up, but shout out to Matt Metrics. Matt Metrics. That's the video I did with the car mats, not those cheap Chinese mats I had. They hit me up separately, a small company from Canada. They say, listen, we know that you're one of the guys pioneering the Q50 Q60 group. We want to send you products for free. I said, listen, you guys don't have to give it to me for free because I don't want you to think I owe you anything. They said, no, we're going to send it to you free because you're really going to like these mats. And guess what? I freaking love those mats. I freaking love those mats. And and if you want to go check out their site, it's called MEGEN, and it's out of Canada. And they also have a promo code. I believe it's like 15% off if you say boost underscore Q50. That's it. And you get like 15% off their mats. And that's of high quality. But anyways, at the end of the day, there's a lot of companies I've been hitting up and they don't want to work with me. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not big enough. I'm having a big enough influence. But when I go to like Stang Mod's channel, guess what? When he was like 20,000 subscribers, people were working with him. When I went to like Boosted F-150, when I went to Monte Fame when he was smaller, these companies want to work with you. So at the end of the day, I shout out NetMetrics, I shout out Burger Tuning because they sponsored the heat exchanger store video, and I shout out Pedal Commander because they work with me too, definitely. So I think those three companies, and I will continue to do business with those three companies because they either did a co-sponsorship or they said, listen, we want you to sell our products, period. And their products are good. But anyways, let me get back to the question, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. At Frank, what's up, Boost? I'm from Phoenix. All right, 113 Fahrenheit. Boost temps are gone. So thank you for all the information, all of everything, and you are the man. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate you very much, man. Thank you so much. And you should, if you have a 3.0 T, you need a heat exchanger because at 113 Fahrenheit, and it's ridiculous. And also for you guys who have really if you live in the hot areas and you realize that AC isn't really getting cold enough, I'm realizing that this car is just that way. Like it just doesn't get cold enough when it's extremely hot outside. After some point, what can you really do other than get tint on your windshield or all over to cool it down in the car? All right. Ideal. It seemed like message was retracted. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going through the chat. Okay. Dominico, hey, Bulls, keep up the good work. So I have the Dragon, haven't been able to use it yet. Too many cops out here this week. The Dragon is definitely cool, man. That's a great device. I did hit them up. That's one of the companies I hit up to do a brand sponsorship, but they didn't want to. They didn't hit me back. But my friend had a Dragon, so that video with the Dragon that was done was because of my friend. So shout out to Winner for letting me borrow his Dragon to give you guys that great content and give you guys some useful information on how to launch your Q50 Q60 3.0 T. At Ideal, okay, G37 that I was thinking about was doing natural aspirate upgrades such as intake, hypo, cats, free fat, delete, intakes, cams. Wow, I wouldn't do cams. I mean, why? Why do cams? No one really does cams with a VQ37. That's some maximal dig stuff. I mean, just going back to VQ 3.0, like, we don't do cams anymore. Like, majority of the time, these cams are pretty much tuned for the right amount of, how would you say, they just, from what people are saying, the cams are pretty much fine. No one really opens the block. Everyone is doing everything cheaply nowadays. They don't want to spend the extra money for a choppy item. Just saying. But I just go by end cam. Should I just go with the twin turbo if it's daily? Yes. This goes back to the video that somebody wants me to make. What would be the price versus a 3.7 full bolt-on 3.7 or just supercharging a 3.7? So I'm gonna make that a separate video and I'm gonna write that down as one of the updates I'm gonna do. But twin turbo is gonna be quite expensive because there's not enough room in the engine bay. Even though there are twin turbo 370Zs, most of them have the turbo sitting below the engine, like right above the crib or below the engine, and tucked away in the corner. Or you could go rear mounted turbo, which is a bunch of plumbing. But think about it: if you're doing all these turbo upgrades, right? You're gonna have to spend double amount of money. That's why some people just do single turbo upgrades, where they just have a U-shape that comes around the engine and tranny, and then they'll have the turbo sit either to the left or right side of the engine bay. A little bit more welding needs to be done, but it's less expensive, less parts will fail because when you think about turbo cars, there's more components. Or at the end of the day, you just get a supercharger. That's it. The out of the box supercharger could be like as expensive as $7,000, but they could be tweaked. It definitely could be tweaked to make a lot more power. The stock tune that they give right out sucks. You need to go right to Monsef, Rad Auto, Soho Motorsports, Z1 Motorsports, all these performance shops that are close to you, and just get the car tuned on UpRev or ECU Tech because the out of box tune sucks. So my recommendation, honestly, is always just to get a supercharger. As a daily, the car is going to run right on low RPM, and when you want to go, it's going to give you the power you need. Twin turbo, man, it's just going to be more headaches, and it's going to be a lot more torque on your transmission. All right, I got to speed up, guys. Should I get a 2015 Q50 3.7 or a 2019 Q50 3.0T? That's what Edmund asks. How am I supposed to answer that question, Edmund? You're comparing a 5-year-old vehicle to a brand new 3.0T, dude. Think about that. Because look, you can either lease a Q50 3.0T or you only can finance a 2015 3.7. You're comparing the hard part about that question is you can get a 2015 Q50S, let's say 15, 20 grand, right? Like 56,000 miles on it, 70,000 miles, right? Or you can lease, if you have a great credit score, you can lease a 2019 Q50 for about, let's just say, $398 a month. That may come up to about 18 grand for 39 months. About the same price that you're paying for both cars. You get what I'm trying to say? The difference of what I can really sit there and say is this. You'll get the reliability of 3.7 because it will last. It will last. But when you get the 2019, if you lease it, you have warranty. And warranty is great. If something breaks, take them right back to them, let them fix the car. And honestly, you don't have to worry about anything going wrong with it. And then you could JB for it too and be having a faster car. It's up to you. You just gotta know, do you want to keep the car for more than 3 or 4 years? Or do you just want to see yourself, or you type of guy changes your car up every 3 or 4 years? You get what I'm trying to say? So that would be my recommendation, to try to think about those things, Evan. Al Malco, I have some non-car related questions though. Okay, Malco, definitely hit me up on Instagram, boostinmotion, or boostinmotion on Facebook, and ask me those questions, because I do want to talk about it here a little bit, but I really want to get to these questions. Jonathan, currently I have the STILLEN, not stolen, but STILLEN AXLEBACK. Have you heard the Infinity helmet? Okay, yeah. Pretty much those are. I have the STILLEN AXLEBACK. Or is it for? And then it sounds good. It sounds kind of like a GTR a little bit. But some people just get the mobilities because it's cheaper. But then the Infinity Helmholtz or Helmholtz exhaust kit, it's just an overpriced Infinity part. Don't go and buy that. You can literally buy a Rev 9 AXLEBACK for like $350. They'll have the same sound, and it's half the price. Or you can buy. That's about it, because everything else, like the Remark, is a muffler delete. It's an expensive muffler delete, because you don't get the canister. Anything, when it doesn't have that canister or that resonator on it, it's just a muffler delete, guys. So I'm not spending $300 just for 2 pipes to stick on the back. No, get either the Rev 9 with the mufflers, because it looks better and has a better sound. At least to me, it has a better, clearer sound. But no, don't get the Infinity version of the AXLEBACK. It's a waste of money. And if you don't really like the STILLEN, sell it. Sell it and get the Rev 9. It's half the price. All right, Stat says performance. I can't remember the original question, bro. MPG says Infinity released June sales numbers today, and the car sales were about half of what they have been. This is not good news for the Q50 Q60. Here's why. Here's why I believe that their sales are going down. 1, there's too much Q50 Q60s out there. 2, you can buy a 2016 3.0T for almost 20 grand right now with a new motor. That's so much more affordable, because you'll stretch out that finance 7 years. So your car note could probably be like $250, almost $200 a month if you have decent credit, compared to you go get a brand new 2019 Q50 for $398 a month for 39 months. Which one would you rather get? They're both still under warranty. I would rather just get the older one. Another thing is, people are not buying cars anymore. They are buying cars, but they're buying sport utilities. There's crossovers, but they really don't care to buy the Q50 no more. And to be honest, it's a good-looking car, but people just don't buy cars no more, dude. They just don't buy cars. And honestly, I love my Q50, but they need to pizzazz it up a little bit, make it more unique, make it competitive. People are always going to continue to buy M's because it's an M. People are going to always continue to buy BMW because guess what? They can't afford them, but they'll buy the 328 or 330 or 334, 340. because it has a lineage. Infiniti is not releasing anything that looks so much more different. People ran over to Lexus because it had red seats, and they had the car finally came in a nice blue color. I saw that new Acura TLX. That car is beautiful. Oh my god, that car is freaking beautiful. I can see why people run and go get these cars. Infiniti's not really doing anything really different. Nothing that looks on the edge. So honestly, I think that's kind of the reason why. But it's kind of the same thing that what Ford did. They cut all their cars because guess what? People were buying their sport utilities, but they left the Mustang. All right, let me speed up with the questions a little bit. All right, overdrive. Sorry, Stas. We'll go back to the original question. Stas, just give me a second. Yep. Okay, I answered that. Elmer. Okay, Elmer. And I'm between 2017 Q50 2.0T and a 2016 IS300T F Sport. Do you think Nissan will outlast Toyota car? No. No, I don't think so. I don't know much about that IS300T though. Isn't that little hatchback? I don't know what motor is in there. But Toyota, Lexus parts and cars usually run quite well and they have no issues. So I got to give respect out to Toyota. And the 2.0T is not a Nissan motor. That's a Mercedes motor. So just Google, look up the 2.0T in Mercedes and see how long that the common problems, and that will let you know. But to be honest, I would stay away from the 2.0T because it's from Mercedes. Boom, that's it. ASAP says, is Burger Tuning heat exchanger good? Yes, it is. I had 2 people DM me saying it's not good enough, but sometimes it all depends on how much you bleed the system. Some cases, some people don't bleed the system properly, so you'll have air trap in the system, especially if you're getting to them. But the heat exchanger is great. It's quite affordable. You guys gotta understand. You know what all this heat exchanger stuff is? It's just a radiator, dude. It's that's all it is. It's a radiator. It's a bigger radiator than the stock one. AMS1 is because they have the biggest one with the most coolant and the most surface area. That's all. People go get the frozen boost, don't have an issue. Shout out to Spartan, to my man Spartan with the white Q50 that's always on YouTube racing people. He has a frozen boost with the stock heat exchanger. He doesn't have the AMS1. He doesn't have any other one. He just has the cheapest heat exchanger on his car, and he's out here doing buckets. So you got to give it. So shout out to Spartan. Check out his channel. Alpha, what up, G? What's going on? All right. Kevin said, thank you, Boost. I'll be sending you a DM. My IG is Kevin to the Q50. Headed to work now. See you. Keep it up, bro. Appreciate you again, Kevin. Okay, MPG Infinity also told dealers that the 2020 will have Apple CarPlay. Yep, I released a video about that. I got a lot of DMs about that. That's why I made a short update video on that. And however, the 2020 QX60 came out last week, and it doesn't have either of those. That's not good. To be honest, it depends on what brand they're gonna put it in. Remember, most of these car brands usually put like the same motor and transmission in other models, right? So you notice that the VR30 got into the Q50 and the Q60, but then look at the M37 Q70, right? There's no VR30 in there. They still have the same interior. What are they doing? They have the old G37 navigation, and it's 2019. What are they doing? So honestly, I think they're trying out a lot of things. If they do cut the Q70, that'll be it for the Q70. But if they do bring out a new one, it better be bonkers. It better be dope. Period. That they better have a top tier level like a Redsport level, and it better be faster than 400 horses. But to be honest, they might not want to release it in the QX60 yet. Maybe they want to release it in another brand, one of their quicker selling brands. They got to sprucing it up. At High Pixel, why are you so damn cheap? What's going on, Hi? I know you was waiting. Hi, I know you was waiting to call me cheap, man. I appreciate you very much, man. I love you. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. All right, be busy. Keep up the good work, Boost. Appreciate you. Be busy. Mr. Heath deleted his comment, so he probably let me see what he said. I didn't expect anything else. Maybe worse. The Infinity on the table alone. Okay, let me show it. MPG says you should be able to lease a. You should be able. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Mr. T says I didn't expect anything else. Maybe worse. The infotainment system alone is a deal breaker for many. Yes, you're correct, Mr. Heath. The infotainment is trash. It is terrible. Now I don't like the Phoenix Telsa streams because people have been telling me it's been laggy. It's been sucking a lot. And if you are on the Q50 Q60 forum on Facebook, there's people who've been posting up their issues, and there's also a separate group just for the Phoenix Tesla screen. Shout out to E Sigma. Forgot his name. His YouTuber, black dude just like me. He has a Q50, and he's pioneering the whole Tesla screen stuff. So he's pioneering that. So go check out his channel. But they should have made it one whole screen, and it should have been one resolution, and it should have been more integrated. But they had that class action lawsuit in the past, where some people got back some money, which was like $90. That's about it. But yes, the infotainment is trash. They should have us be able to integrate our phones way more easier with the infotainment. Because I don't look at it, I don't use it. But if I have Waze on it, I'll use it. If I got I don't know, WhatsApp messages on it or Facebook messages, I'm not saying I'll drive and be like trying to hit them back, but the fact that that thing should just look a lot better. It just sits there. I don't even use the navigation. Don't even use the navigation. When I see Google Maps on the Audis, I'm like, wow, this is gorgeous. When I look at my car, I'm like, this freaking Mario Kart. It looks like Mario Kart, man. It's freaking ridiculous. But anyway, let me stop rambling. Let me try to answer no questions. Elmer, Scotty Kimmel talks about how unreliable automatic transmission Nissan and Infiniti's are. Do you believe this as well? First thing, shout out to Scotty Kimmel's channel. But to be honest, I think sometimes he's one of those older cats. Not shout out to any of the older dudes on my video. I mean, on my chat right now. But he's one of those older cats that's stuck in his ways. Because at the end of the day, he thinks about a manual transmission. It's a manual transmission, and it's a manual transmission. But now everyone buys automatic transmission. Like 98% of cars made with automatic transmissions. And we finally got it to the point that our automatic transmissions on any make and model can be very, very reliable for 10s to 20 to 100 to 30 to 200,000 miles. Because all you have to do is change the fluid, period. So I don't believe in what Scotty's was saying about our automatic transmission. The shittiest, sorry for cursing this video, transmissions out there for the Nissans was the ones that came in the front wheel drive, repeat maximums from 2004 to when they went to the CVT transmissions. And those suck too. CVT transmissions suck too in the earlier model CVTs. So he's right when it comes to the CVTs and the early model Maxima 5-speed automatic transmissions. Those were terrible. But when it comes to the Infiniti ones, no, I don't believe it. Not at all. Period. Nope, I don't want to talk to him. So yes, he's halfway right and wrong. But when it comes to Infiniti, no, we did great. Dario, wow, we got a lot of questions here. Whoa, I got to speed up. Sorry guys, I'm going faster. Dario says Qs have electronic problems as well. It depends on commonly for like the early 2014 Qs 3.7s, they had this ABS issue that always pop up, like they had crappy ABS sensors or something like that. But otherwise than that, you may have a little bit of issues with the infotainment, and otherwise than that, there's really no other common issues electrically that really happen with the Q cars. There's always gonna be that one guy who may have an issue. Somebody was talking about how the expansion valve for the AC went out, and he's saying that it was an unreliable car. You might be watching this video right now. No disrespect, you dude, but that's a part that breaks on any car. So saying it's unreliable because something breaks is like, we're in this day and age where we buy a car and we think that nothing's gonna break. Like, I mean, some girl I know, I talked to, she said she didn't change her oil in like 20,000 miles. That's the way some men think too. You gotta stop thinking like that, guys. Come on, stuff is gonna break. So it is what it is. It's nice to be able to buy like a 2002 Maxima and they'll still run, but when I have my 2002 Maxima, when I sit there and look at it, it may still run, but it had a lot of issues that I have to fix on my own. If I didn't change a lot of parts on my own, man, I would have had a lot of issues. But anyway, I gotta go faster. Juan, what's going on, man? What's going on, Juan Antonio? Appreciate you very much. What's going on, Gorilla? Nismo? Appreciate you very much. Have you seen the issues with the trans with the full bolt-ons? No, I haven't had any issues with my car with the transmission. But from what I read from everyone else's experience, no one really had issues with the transmission unless they start going fully 85, maxing out the turbos, and depending how much the tuner is putting the car, might be putting out close to 600 pounds of torque on the transit motor. So after a while, the transmission could have issues. It could start slipping. So it's a lot of people who have gotten close to that spectrum. Shout out to VR30 guy Sauce, my boy Derek too. Shout out to Romir. These are some of the pioneers for the VR30 community. If you don't know them, you gotta know them now. Follow them on IG. These guys have been pushing they got upgraded turbos and everything. but right around that 600 pounds of torque is where they give or take, where they want to upgrade to a level 10 transmission. All right, gotta go a little faster. Speed Culture Studio. Cams don't make sense too much time and effort. Damn, that means I'm doing too slow. I gotta speed up, guys. I gotta speed up. That means I'm talking too slow. But shout out to Speed Culture Studio. He owns a 3.7 Q50, and he's building it. He's doing all of the basic modifications. So go check out Speed Culture Studio channel. He has a lot of modifications I'm not gonna be doing because I don't have a 3.7. But I want to say this to you guys though. Thank you, man. Thank you, all the guys. And I'm not the type of dude to ever hold any of you guys back from growing YouTube. So that's why I like to just shout out some of the people I know that's in the chat, because I want to give the love. I remember I was small. I'm still small. But I know that I just got to give homage to everybody else. I appreciate you guys very much. But anyways, Jonathan, all right, says message was active. Ideal says superchargers are loud. That's why I'm trying to avoid. Wow, I'm going too slow. Ideal. Superchargers are not that loud. Depends on which one you're going with. I mean, if you're going a root style or a centrifugal, two different. But also, if you get a turbocharger, you're gonna have two turbo surges, blow up valves, and wastegates. Turbos are louder, bro. They're definitely louder. Edmund, understood. Thank you. Monson, I currently lease my 2018 Q50 difference. Do you think it's worth to buy out the car in 2021? Hopefully you're still in the video. No, do not buy this car after your lease. You have a better chance of returning your car and going out and purchasing it later on. Like legit, like literally return it back, let them have it, let them clear out everything out of it, then go back there later and buy it for even cheaper. I bet you the price that you go to buy it for will be cheaper than the buyout price. Our cars do not hold value. Shoot, most cars on the market do not hold value at all, guys. You're gonna lose. They're all gonna depreciate. That's why I still say you should lease or buy a car that's at least 2 to 3 years old, so that you don't get hit with the depreciation that much. So do not buy it out at the end. Clarence, STILLEN exhaust versus Motordyne. Depends on what car, but I like Motordyne. I think STILLEN is not as good as it used to be, so that's why I would go with Motordyne. Tim Tech, Scotty is referring to Nissan CVT transmission. You're right. Definitely. You're right. MPG, Infinity resale values are terrible. You will be many thousands under. Yep. With almost all the Infinity cars at the end of the lease, you should not try to buy them out unless you want to lose a lot of money. That's correct. At Malik, our Takeda intakes of 3.7 best decision on the market. Yes, as of right now, it is. For 3.7 Q50, they have some of the best. They have the integrated system, closed box, easy to install. Everything else is a hot air intake that's sucking in hot air engine bay. Remember, guys, when you have a 3.7, you have to care about your IATs. You want to make sure that the air is sucking in is as cool as possible, because you guys need every little bit of wheel horsepower you need. I'm just saying, no disrespect, but you guys need every little bit of wheel horsepower that you need, because honestly, you're going to be sucking in 150-degree air, and that's going to make the car just run crappier. You never notice that in the summertime your car runs crappier than in the winter? That's how much the difference it is. All right, Marcus. All right, he didn't say anything crazy. Let me show it. Marcus said, I don't know. I raced it out of my Q50S before it was totaled, and I was gonna keep the car. Okay, show. The real Cody, bro. Too fast Q50 will dust show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He'll bust me. He's faster than me. Okay. Cool. I'm never trying to grudge match with anybody. Like, I don't even like racing other Q50s. What's the point of doing that? Like, when I go to the track, I don't want to race other Q50 Q60s. Like, why am I doing that? I'm not ever going to try to go against my brothers. Will I race like a supercharged 3.7? Yes, because I know a supercharged 3.7 when I know how a JB4 Q50 or VR30 would handle its power. So that's why I would race like a supercharged one. But otherwise than that, me racing another VR30, I don't really see the sense. Maybe a tuned one with the same bolt on just to see, but I already know I'm slower, so I'm fine with that. At Nick, what's going on? What's going on? Infinity is dead. Everybody and their moms got one. Yes, real. Yes, the real. Everybody has an Infinity. I understand. Okay, Mr. Heat. I currently lease the same car. I love the look and all, but that new infotainment system better be everyone else's. I don't think so. I don't honestly think so. Wait, hold on. Shout out to Mods to Fame. He just dropped $5 on me. Shout out Mods to Fame. I appreciate you very much, brother. I appreciate you very much. Any of my subscribers, if you're not signed up to subscribe to Mods to Fame, you better know who he is. Okay, come on. Cheapo Kitty's in the house. That's Cheapo Kitty in the house, man. I appreciate you very much, so much, man. Thank you, man. And he's the one who actually set up the whole airstrip event, and I had a blast there. I walked in there. People said, "Yo, why is there a Q50?" And they thought I was like the camera guy or something like that. Until I actually went to race, and then they were like, "Yo, Q50s are pretty quick." And I didn't race stock cars out there, guys, other than Monster Fame Porsche. But everybody else there, from Stangman and his full boat 2085 Mustang to my boy Stormtrooper with his 93 tune Bolton 392, and I forgot my other dude with the SS, but his car is also Bolton on tune 93 with no passenger seat. I race modified V8s, so that's why that video is called V8 Killer, because I lost, but I still had a great time, and I still went out there to show love and represent the Q50 Q60 community. And thanks again, Martha Fame. I appreciate you very, very much for that, man. But gotta get back to the questions. All right. I don't want to skip any. Okay. All right. Same car. All right. Leasing is always a bad idea if you care about your money. Yep. Lizard Cody got point though. You heard? Yep. Q50 will dust you. Okay, I know, dude. Come on, man. GT Cooper. Q50 RS with JB4 low down pipes. You put down 400 to 7 to the wheel. And fourth tuning myself at 6 psi. Tapering, obviously tapering. Thus the lower the amount of torque, trying to help the spin. Okay, cool. Should I be satisfied? Plus 6 is pretty much the peak for you. Oh, the only thing I would recommend for you to do, GT Cooper, if you're still in the chat, do a low pressure fuel pump install. Look into doing a low pressure fuel pump install. I believe AMS came out with a kit, easy kit for you to do that. Reason being is your car is going to start running dry on a low pressure fuel pump side. If you ever look at your fuel trims, they're really hot. That's why the fuel wires help out so much in the sense of when you're on E30 mix. Some people have done fuel wires on 93 fuel, but when it's really hot outside and your charge air temp is really hot, or your charge air coolant temps are really high, you're going to start knocking. You're going to see that the timing goes down. But my recommendation, because you're going to be pushing so much PSI to go anything above 6, 6 psi on top of whatever you're already running from the computer. Yeah, you're gonna need more fuel. Tapering is thus, and plus, what fuel are you on anyway? I'm very curious about that, because 407 sounds kind of low for plus 6 on a Redsport. Sounds a little low. Do you believe in Dino Jet or a Mustang down? Burn Fire Gaming. What's going on, man? I appreciate you very much. And Aaron, new to your channel. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I'm here to help you, Aaron. Just send me a message at boostinmotion on Instagram or Facebook if you need to ask me any questions. You guys answer me a lot of questions. Damn, I wish on Facebook I could get like a little bit of money too, but hey, it is what it is. JT Cooper also tuned in 103-degree weather. Oh, that's why. That's why you went 400. Dude, you said you have a heat exchanger? No, dude, you need a heat exchanger. GT Cooper, get a heat exchanger too. Get a burger tuner or AMS, 1 or 2. Or if you really want to go on the cheaper end, a frozen boost. But you need a heat exchanger. That's why the stock one's gonna heat up too fast, especially that you're running so much boost. It's gonna heat up too quickly. I got speed up, guys. The real Cody. Yo, he got the NSYNC radio in the background. Yup. Y'all remember Mom's crib, so like this is what she do. This is what old people do, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my mother crib right now. So don't judge me, alright? But anyways, he on Johnny 3 Octane as well. Okay, cool. So if you bump into an E30 mix and with some fuel wires, you could probably definitely put down more wheel horsepower. Alright, at Monson. Mr. Heat, so you're looking to buy out your car at the end of the lease then? Okay, I'm talking in the chat. Spencer, the Bluetooth lag is horrible. You pause and switch a song and it takes 3-4 seconds to happen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do a 15,000 mile update soon. And I'm gonna be detailed because I had the 2015 and the 2018. I'm gonna be detailed on the stuff that I legit hate about the car. That other cars don't have. Like legit, like they don't have these issues. But that is one of the things. The Bluetooth is the worst. It's like an Intel processor. Like, why isn't it snappy? It's terrible. Ideal. Someone probably asked you a while ago, but what do you think about Z1 Performance 400 package and pretty much for daily? I think it's a good bang for its buck. Honestly, I think it's a great bang for its buck. But people don't shout out to Speed Cultures. Check out his 400. Pretty much the reason he talked about the 400 horsepower package too. But from reading and from watching other people's YouTube videos about it, first thing, I never really cared for headers. Honestly, I think getting headers is a waste of time and money to just try to get them out. That's one. But if you do want to do that, they're not incorporating, I believe, the price of the intake manifold that you have to swap out and the tuning. So that could be another additional $1,500 on top of the parts that you get. So honestly, do I think it's a good bang for its buck out the hole? Yes, but then without involving tuning and I believe the manifold, it's expensive. That could go up to about $3,000 to $4,000 modification there. When you could just add another two and get a supercharger. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, it's just if you guys want to modify your 3.7s for cheap, honestly, just do high flow cats with a catback, Takeda intakes, and get it either up rev or ECU tech tune. Honestly, that's it. If you want a bit more power, get GTR injectors and get a tune on 83 pump. I'm not too positive if we have to. The 3.7 has to change out their fuel pump to run the E85, but you'll get a bit more power out of the E85. And shout out to Admin Tuning. I'm gonna have to make a video with him this month. I believe he's gonna be in New York this month, and I'm gonna go to his tuning event, and I want to get him on video to talk about tuning with you guys. So hopefully watch out for that video, because he's definitely a good tuner. He started in the Maximum game. Love that dude very much. Respect him very much. All right. Malik. Also, is it even worth modding 3.7? It's so expensive for minimal gain. I had to drop 7K in a supercharger just to get. Yep. Yeah, you do. The 3.7 is a great car. But like I just sit there and say, if you do that modification, satisfied exhaust and a tune, that could be about 3,000 invested, and you'll gain about 50 to 60 wheel horsepower. You'll come from like 270, 280 to about 320, 330. That's a fast car. That's a quick car. That's a whole nother animal. But I understand when Infiniti made a twin turbo motor now, and you could just buy a JB4 and plug it in and make close to a 400 wheel. Now it's a completely different car, But at the end of the day, 3.7 is a fun car. I do love it, and I do want to get. I'm telling you guys right now on the chat, everyone on the chat right now, you guys about to know. I really, really want to get a second car, and I want it to be a G37 coupe manual, because I want to get back in the VG game, and that's the only car I really would like to get, other than more expensive cars in the down line. But as like a car I want to play with more, I want to have a stick shift rear-wheel drive car that looks good. And I believe the G37 has a look that's not going away. It's a 10-year-old look, and I don't see anything old about that car. The only thing I'm gonna probably change out is the top screen and put like an Android tablet or something in the top screen. But everything else about that car, I think every angle is freaking sexy. So I want you guys to know that right now. I'm trying to get one for the channel. I'm trying to get one for myself. So we'll see what happens, because I'm also supposed to get a house in the next few months. So yeah, guys, I'm looking to get a house. It's not because of the YouTube channel. The checks are way nowhere near that big. But I'm trying to grow up and be a man and get a house. So thank you for anyone who's clapping. And if any of you guys are real estate agents in NYC, hit me up on boostinmotion on Instagram and Facebook. I'm definitely trying to find a reliable agent. All right. Jordan White, is it unsafe to drive on map 6 daily even when you're casually driving? No, you can drive on map 6 all the time. It's not a problem. Remember, it's only when you're flooring it at open throttle and you're revving it out that's actually putting it in boost. But even then, map 6 is not really a bad map to use, guys. Map 6 is really only when you want to want to have elevated pressure over 7 psi. Remember, when you go to map 7, it's peaks of 7. Anytime you want to go to 8 or 9, which should only be for the 3.0T guys, not for the Redsport guys. You guys should go at the most 6 psi. After that, you'll deal with the sensor issue, optical sensor. You'll deal with fueling issue, because you're pushing too much fuel out, and the pumps just can't keep up. So otherwise than that, that's what Map 6 is for. That's honestly what it is. I gotta speed it up, guys. Real Cody still message distracted. Clown. Oh yeah. I mean Spencer, let Cody rock, man. I mean, at the end of the day, there's always gonna be people who's gonna play games. At the end of the day, I gotta respect all of them. You know what I'm saying? My channel's gonna have a few people who want to clown and act a fool. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I respect them very much. If you take the time out to watch this video and show me love, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. It is what it is. All right? Thank you. Okay, at MPG, trading in my Q50 for a Kia Stinger GT2 when my lease ends. Infinity can keep, but yeah, you know what though? As much as people don't like the Kia Stinger, include myself, and shout out to my boy Sean Weber. I forgot his YouTube channel right now. He might be watching it right now, but he has a YouTube channel, and I like the Kia Stinger for what it is. But I believe though it got too much hype. It's basically an all-around good touring car. Honestly, it's a good touring car. It can do almost everything. It has the space, it has the seats, it has decent power, it has a whole drive system, it has about everything. I give them respect for that. Do I think the car looks good from the back? No. No. Do I think the car looks good from the side? No. Do I think it looks good from the front? Yes. Do I think they have decent colors and good interior and good standard features? Yes. So I see why people will buy it. But at the end of the day, the lease rate is way too high. That's it. $550, the lowest month for a Kia Stinger. No, sorry. Elmer, I'm off to work. Good luck on the rest of the live stream, man. I appreciate you very much, Elmer. My last live stream, guys, I went for like 2.5 hours. So some of you guys may sign off and come back again with another question. So you know what I'm saying? But I'm not signing off yet. I'm gonna keep this going. All right, I swear. Okay, give me a second, guys. That's some more questions. At Hornet, any issues with mixed brand downpipes and exhaust can cause RAS? Yo, you know where the RAS comes from? Because I have RAS right now a little bit in my MEGEN lower downpipes. It's because it's just tight. Honestly, that's it. It's just you're supposed to get resonated downpipes or resonated test pipes. This is for the 3.7 and 3.0T. But what I realize is when you usually buy the YPIPE, the YPIPE usually gives you the most RAS. And I realized that I'm like, how do you get rid of this? So that's something I really don't know. But you can mix downpipes or test pipe with exhaust and try to find a unique sound. But if the pipe is just straight, they're all gonna make a similar sound. But if they're resonated, they're gonna give you a different noise, honestly. Also some people's exhaust, such as like the STILLEN exhaust, it comes from I believe 2 to 1, and then when it gets to the back, it splits off to 2 by the axle. Those sound a little different. It doesn't sound like they have that much RAS. So it could be up to the design of either making an H or Y pipe design or X, pretty much the X pipe or X design, which it gives it different noises. I'm not really exhaust guy, so I'm only assuming that's what it is. I may not be right. Definitely Google that, YouTube it, see if that will give you a different sound on other cars. V8 guys definitely do Y pipe versus X pipe all day, so that's something that you have to look up. Okay. Real Cody again. Who remember Phil with the STILLEN? Yeah, man. At Cody, Phil was dope. Boy, Phil was dope. But all I gotta say is though, I don't think he got treated very well at the shop that was taking care of him, because that transmission wasn't running right. That car was never running right. I'm just saying, it's not his fault. It's just the people who was working on his car. That car was never running right at all. Mr. Heat, I swear that Infinity spitting in our faces, the lack of integration was be bad enough, and the lag is killer. Yep. Okay, Tim Tech says that's why you buy it 1 or 2 years old. Okay, I gotta speed up. MPG Kia Stinger is not depreciating hardly at all. They are an exception. You know what? It could be, but you gotta give them some time and see. Spencer bought my 2016 6 months ago with only 200 miles on it. Wow. Mr. Heat, is there a fix? Okay. Real Cody, Monster Flame, why you always talk on volume 100? Yo, Cody be really out here talking nonsense, yo. And Mr. Heat, what's going on? Okay, not that I know of. I talked to my Infinity agent about it, and he basically said they know about it and they can't do anything about it. That's the thing. Yep, I did. We did shocked everybody at that event. Look, man, the 2018 is sexy, drives great, but I feel like I can't connect to her. Literally, no pun intended. It's true. Mike, is it worth turning in an old Q50 for 2019, waiting for the 2020, or changing car brands completely because the interior hasn't changed in 5 years? Honestly, Mike asked a good question. To be quite frank with you, wait and see what they do. That's what I'll do, because it's supposed to release uh the Q Black Sport or whatever that is, the Q60. That's what. Just give them some time and see what they're gonna talk about. Just give them some time. Give them 6 more months. Keep driving your car. Drive and make sure it's doing good. It's treating you good. No issues. Keep driving the car. But honestly, wait. Otherwise than that, there's other brands. Acura is coming out with their twin turbo 6 now, and that car looks freaking great. You have BMW, their cars still look freaking great. You might want to copy Kia Stinger, or you know what, the Genesis G70. That's a great competitor right there. That's a good looking car there too. I don't like the back so much, but the front looks good. But definitely wait, man. If the car's treating you well, just give it 6 more months and see what the talk is about. You know what I'm saying? Just give it some more time. Also, wait for SEMA. Sometimes SEMA, they pull out a new car or something else that they might be doing. So just wait for SEMA and see what happens. At RD, hey Boost, still undecided about 3.0T versus 3.7. Dude, I got plenty of videos about it. I really want to get into the chat. It is a hard choice. Like I said earlier in this video, 3.7, run good workhorse. It will last you very long. But the 3.0T is definitely a turbo car, but it has more components that can break later down the line. It has good power. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you. But you can get almost the same price. You could get a 2015 Q50 Sport for like 15 to 20,000, and you could get like a 2016 3.0T for about 20 to 25,000. You get what I'm saying? So it's up to you, man. Definitely check out some of my other videos. Also, shout out to Midwest Hoonigan, his channel. He has a lot of information on the VR30 community too. So definitely check him out. He used to own a 3.7. All right, MPG 2020 Q50 probably won't even have anything different. Look at the Kia Stinger and perhaps the Genesis G7. Like I just said, yeah. Kevin, what's the differences with the Signature Edition compared to the Silver Sport? Nothing. If you're talking about the old Signature Edition that came out like 2016, 2017, it's supposed to be the cheaper version, but it's like the bare bones version, but they just give you a little bit of a pizzazz look, like nicer wheels, just an appearance package. The Silver Sport is pretty much, well, if you're talking about the newer Signature Edition, they pretty much just got rid of the Silver Sport and just call it Signature Edition, which means that you still get like the BBK, the paddle shifters, and the sport seats and everything like that. So there's really no difference in the 2018, 2019. And I believe they got rid of making. This is no more Silver Sport from what I remember. Could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look it up for if you're talking about the 2019, 2018. I apologize about that. Signature doesn't have any navigation at all, but it does have shiny wheels. Yeah, that's actually what I just said, man. Okay. G70 and the G80 are definitely good options. Okay. Now there's a comment I didn't show, and Jose Hernandez said, "Shut your A up." Okay, I appreciate you very much. I'm not gonna put that in the chat, but if you did take the time out to watch my video and say that, I appreciate you very much. It is what it is. I'll shut my ass up. But anyways, let's continue. Let me see who else here. Wow. Okay, I'm almost at the end. All right. Wow, there's a lot of cursing and there's a lot of hidden stuff here. People are cursing. I'm not digging that, guys. We're grown men here. But you know what? You guys like to joke. Well, whoever's in the chat right now, too, if you just signed in, I want to say thank you, guys. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. If you are in the New York City area or tri-state area, this month I'm going to try to have a Q50 Q60 meet or Infinity meet at Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn. It'll be a Sunday. I haven't found the Sunday. It won't be this Sunday coming up. No. But it'll be one of these I'll try to give 2 or 3 weeks time. If not, I'll have a meet in August where I get everybody to come out on like somewhere between 11 a.m. to about 2, 3 o'clock p.m. Just meet up with you guys. Floyd Bennett Field is pretty much just an empty, airfield and tennis area, whatever they do, all the stuff, sports. But it has a big, huge fields everywhere where you go can meet up, talk, laugh, joke. You guys can call me cheap and stuff like that. And we can just share our thoughts and just meet up with the community. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys who don't own Q50 Q60s, definitely welcome. Bring your car dudes, bring your friends. It doesn't matter. We're still all car guys here. Doesn't matter. Just all come and just hang out and talk, man. Appreciate you very much. All right. Oh, your ride is clean though. Thank you, Jose. Appreciate you very much for that. Thank you for saying my ride is very clean. Ideal. Okay. I guess supercharger is the way to go. To judging by your facial expressions, laugh out. I hit you up on IG. Okay, brother. Just got the 2019 Q50, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to do downpipes. You don't want to do downpipes? Is that option? You don't have to do downpipes. I just installed downpipes in my car like 2 months ago. I had my car since 2018, 2017 November. So I didn't put downpipes in my car for almost a year and a half. You don't have to. You can just cop a JB4 if you want. If not, you don't even have to do that. Just add an exhaust, add an AXLEBACK, add a CATBACK, add an intake. Whatever you want to do, dude. You can modify at your own speed. Period. This channel isn't about trying to get the most out of the V30. This channel is about how we're just regular guys who can afford a nice Q50 Q60 and just want to do little things to make it look unique. That's it. With some other Q50 Q60 guys, bagged on Valsum wheels, supercharger 3.7, or they got larger turbos, they have level 10 transmissions, they're running 85, they're doing all this stuff. Shout out to Midwest who does this. But at the end of the day, my challenge for a regular car guy who just want to do regular stuff. That's why some of my videos may be simple stuff like fog light and replacing the bumper and the grill. That's stuff that majority of regular people can afford. I wanted to change up the look on my car. I was going to fix something, so I changed out the grill. There's little things I'm gonna do. So this is what this channel is about. But dude, work at your own pace. You don't have to speed. No, you have to go fast for nobody, man. It's your car. Do what you want with it. But just don't put neon lights under the car, man. Oh God. If I had the Florida dude that was I saw a picture of him. He had like underglow of all the colors on his car. I'm like, his car was stock height. And I was just like, oh God, at least be bagged or something. You know, like Lord. Don't do the underglow. But anyways, let me keep this going. Okay, Marcus, come on down to Miami, Massachusetts. See, look, Marcus, I'm talking about it, and I'm gonna go down there, and they're gonna be, boy, I'm gonna get beat up. Return it as a good option. Laugh out, kid, and have fun with it, man. Marcus, get a JB4 plug play. I have taken Kia Stingers several times, to Applebee's many times at the track and the street. Okay, Clarence says, BMW versus boostinmotion. 50 Q50 VR needs to race in New York. Nah, I'm not racing no BMW cats. I already got my A handed to me with a 600 wheel M4 on the highway. He was trying to do. I don't know who does 90 mile an hour pulls. Like who does pulls at 90 miles an hour? No, I'm not about that life. Boost, when are you going to hit the track more often? I actually went to the track this Sunday. And I went to ACPO. So if you got to follow me on IG, dude, I actually posted up about it, whatever the case might be. I met a few subscribers there. Forgot the names, but thank you guys so much. Just hit me up with my DM at boostinmotion on Instagram. But I met like 2-3 people, and I actually met a few people who don't have Infinities that follow the channel. So shout out to all of you dudes. I didn't think I had followers like that that have other brands, like some guy with a Subaru, another guy with an S6. Shout out to you, bro. Somebody I know with a Camaro. Like I was like, wow, like I even know people watching my channel that don't even have the Q50. Some people actually have this car for their wife or their daily drive, and I appreciate you very much for that, man. It's just all love. But yes, I would like to hit the track more often, but I can't because it's 2 hours away. That's it. It sucks. Once they close English Town, I can't do nothing about it. I don't want to drive 2 hours for my car to maybe break down and drive 2 hours back. That's a whole day's trip right there. When I could just find a back road in Long Island and and just go on Mexico Highway, if you know what I mean. All right, Edmund says, are Q50 hybrids any good? From what I read right now, all the Q50 hybrids are good, but there are people who do have the hybrid that are in the Q50 Q60 community. And from what they have said, they have run into issues. Something with the clutch pack or something, because pretty much you have the engine and the transmission, and they have like an electrical motor or something in between them. And that could break over time. So unless you're on the warranty, that could be an issue. Also, you got to think about it as in a battery. There's a huge battery in it. And batteries usually fail over time, or there's certain connections to the battery that need certain. Okay, like you'll probably have to have a bigger alternator or some kind of inverter for the battery. That's going to probably break. or any of the fuses. It's more temperamental. So the car is good from what I read, but from people I know that has owned it, there's gonna be those issues that comes up, and I'm just thinking that that battery might be expensive whenever it goes. So unless you get an extended, if I was gonna get a hybrid, I would get an extended warranty, just because I don't know when that battery may go out or the components connected to it. If you're just getting a regular 3.7, don't worry about much. Okay. MPG again. You have to buy Kia Stinger instead of leasing it. It have almost $7,000 in rebates plus 5,000 sticker with. All right, cool. Jose said, Misty. Okay, I'm just gonna show what Jose said. Devin said, "Who here goes to 85 or Erskine car meets?" What's going on, Devin? Yeah, man. Those aren't really car meets, dude. That's just people meeting up and doing nonsense. But yeah, the E85 event, I went to one back in like February, and dude, like to see 50 cars drive around, I'm not dealing with it. People with crappy suspension stock Corollas almost hitting into you. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. No. But let me keep going. MPG, love your channel, boost. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Appreciate you very much. John O'Neill, what is this? What is this chat about? John, if you are just coming in, people just asking questions about the Q50 Q60 community, where our cars are going, certain modifications they want to do with the car, because a lot of people who signed in my channel are just getting the Q50 Q60 first time, and some people want to know what they can get done with the car. And I see that you asked a question in here. Why don't you use bikes? What about global warming? Okay, John O'Neill, I don't know if you're just playing around or not. I appreciate you very much for coming in and asking about global warming. But bikes are actually pretty great. I used to love the Huffy bike that I used to have back in the day. It was a great bike. And I actually had a Royce Union bike. Yeah, Royce Union. Boy. But honestly, I commute to work. It's about 5-6 miles. And New York City is still too congested for bicyclists, and I just don't trust drivers. I'm a driver, but I see how bad people drive. That because I drive every day for my job and for my own personal use. So, if I ride a bike, I really feel like I'm going to get hit by either another bicyclist or another car. And even if you pay attention as much as you can or as much as you want, there's just too much to run into. It's just too much. Every day you can get hurt on a bike. Motorcycle, on the other hand, a little different, but I don't want to die. So, but bikes are really good. Sorry for talking about bikes, guys. It's just that the guy wanted me to talk about bikes, all right? All right, so anyways, let me just speed it up. Okay, Erasto says, what's your thought on Alfa Romeo Sport? If that's the watered down Alfa Romeo Giulia, I believe you're talking about, I know nothing about the motor or transmission, so I really can't speak on it. The Giulia seems dope, but from what I read and the YouTubers who have it, it's crappy. It does not reliable car. So yes, I wouldn't really do anything with the Alfa Romero at all. And Junior, yo, Boost, I have Z1 full downpipes and still exhaust from Redsport. It is raspy until the exhaust and car is fully warmed up, and it's heat wrapped. Okay, that's his experience. That's pretty good. Stillen's pretty dope. I like Stillen. I think that they're overpriced. I think that all these exhausts are too overpriced. But I'm cheap, like Pixels keep saying. MPG, the Alfa Romeo Giulia has serious reliability issues. Yep, car and driver blasted the QF version for numerous issues that they had on their long-term tester. Okay, cool. Have you heard about any updates on the turbo upgrades with VR30 at Babak Car? No. Well, I had a few people who DM me about turbo that they had turbo upgrades done. Like there's a new part number for the turbos. And I did go to the Infinity website where you buy parts from, direct from them. They have discontinued, I believe, the passenger side turbo. They did that part number discontinued. There's a new part number. So maybe there is an upgraded turbo, but maybe it's just an issue. I don't know if it's necessarily a performance upgrade or not. But I really can't speak on it because there's not enough information out there for me to say yeah, there's upgraded turbos for the VR30s. All right. Mr. Vincent Blackwell, I'm Juice. 90 rolls, bro? Yes. 90 rolls. And he's on an M5. You ask my boys. I'm gonna put the video up. I didn't put the video up racing them or anything like that. But dude, 90 rolls. Like 600 wheel horsepower freaking M4. What the hell? Car show. What's going on, car show, man? I love you, man. You always definitely show me a lot of love, man. I gotta say thank you, man. What's up with the video on the downpipe? What do you mean? What video on the downpipes? I made a video with the installation of the downpipes already. Mr. Heat, what car do you plan on getting next? I don't know. But this is what I will say for the 31 people in the chat, and I appreciate you guys very much. And you know what? Whoever's watching right now, please hit the like button. I have like 21 likes. I'm not saying this is an important thing, but whoever's watching, the like button. I'm really sitting here. I'm really answering you guys' questions. Just hit the like button. I appreciate you guys very much. But anyways, the next car I actually want to get next was the all-wheel drive M3 that should be coming to the US. But because I started watching like exotic car hacks, there's another guy that I watch, a black dude with glasses, and he has like a GT3, and he talks about how to get these Imperial sport coupes that actually hold value, these exotic cars. And I'm realizing that you can get these cars for almost the same price as, like, let's say I could get like, for instance, a Porsche Carrera S. It's like this current year for about the same price as an M3. That's insane because it all comes down to what banks you go to, that union banks you go to get your auto loan on it. They don't treat exotic cars like they treat regular Q50s, M3s. Like, it's a totally different business. If you could get one of these used cars 2014, 2015, 2016 and get a loan on it, and it'd be almost the same price as getting a brand new car. And here's the thing, you won't lose no money. Shout out to if any of you guys watch Greg Stephan, he has a how to buy houses and flip houses channel, right? But he had a Lotus Extige, or Elise, I'm sorry. He bought it for one price, and 2 years later he sold it for the same price because the car did not have any depreciation. So I'm actually looking into getting a Imperial Performance Exotic next after I get my house and stuff, hopefully, God willing, that holds value. Because I'm actually tired of giving away money now. It's like renting a car long term to get another one. I actually want to get an exotic car that holds value. That when I do go to trade in for another exotic car, that I didn't lose 30 to 40% of depreciation. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather get something pre-owned. But you know, that's something I'm still learning. And I guess you guys should definitely look into that too. So shout out to Exotic Car Hacks. I'm not really a fan of the way he talks and carries himself, but he has a lot of good information on to get exotic cars. So I give him a lot of respect for that. All right. I definitely got to get back to the questions, guys. I got to speed up. Still following another car. Okay. Mr. Bentley says, what do you think about the 2014 Q50 Premium mode? I haven't had any issues thus far. Great car. It's 3.7, man. These Q50s running quite well, man. 2014 was a problematic year though for the new model. So they had a lot of gremlins. 2015 seemed like they fixed them real quick. Chase says, what mods and tunes won't void your warranty? Everything void your warranty, Chase. Every single thing void your warranty. There's a guy who put on lowering springs on his Q50, right? Lowering springs. His differential seal started leaking. They said, oh, you have lowering springs. We're not fixing it. That doesn't mean his warranty is voided. They just said, hey, listen, we're not fixing it. Even though you're under warranty, we're not fixing it. Your car's on lowering springs. So you got to remember, it's all subjected to the dealer. But shout out to Midwest for this and a few other YouTubers. When you go in there, and I use this analogy often, and you can laugh at me if you want. You guys out here, and ladies that are watching, we all have, sex, and, we have our partners, right? Now, if you went out cheating on your partner, would you come home with your juices and the condom on? No, right? So if your motor decides to say, hey, let me just window my motor real quick, or let me just have a really bad slipping transmission, or the car is blowing blue or white smoke out the exhaust all the time, and you have run into issues, don't go in there with the lower down pipes on, CATBACK exhaust, intakes, unless they're AMSs, or these certain modifications on the car. Take them off. Spend a little extra money, pay the extra money in towing to have this to another separate shop to have it removed and then tow it to infinity. Reason being, I say keep your stock parts is some people. I'm not saying that you guys should do this because some people believe this is what's that word when you do something? Fraud, right? So some people believe this is fraud, but this I consider this being careful. I can't curse in the video because I really want to say what I want to say. But you guys just be careful and make sure that you're not losing out, because if your motor goes, you don't want to be stuck with a $10,000 to $15,000 bill because you didn't take off your lower downpipes. $130 downpipes or $10,000 motor. And just take them off and put the stock ones on. So put everything voids it. But the reason why I'm the JB4 channel is because JB4 and a few other plug-in boost controllers, they're not hacking into the ECU and tuning your car. They're just boost controllers. That's it. And they go for the stock tune. And you take it off and that's it. Pretty much. It's no anything. As much as people get mad at me and say, well, you know, they can still find out. They can still find out. How? Ooh, freeze frame. Ooh, freeze frame. You have freeze frame every time your car misfires. There's a freeze frame. So what is that going to show? Ooh, elevated boost pressure. That's the problem. The turbos elevated, had elevated boost pressure. That's weird. I don't know. Change out the turbos. Pretty much. So at the end of the day, guys, just cover your ass. That's what I want to say. I didn't want to curse in the video. All right. Thank you for okay. Missy says it's not that bad, man. It's fun to drop. Just wish the entertainment wasn't so bad. Joan O'Neill said, thank you very much. Hello from Ireland. Wow, John O'Neill, you from Ireland, man. Shout out. Thank you for you. I appreciate you very much, man. Do y'all have the 2.2 diesel over there? I mean, Ireland? Because I know in certain parts of Europe, they have the 2.2 diesel in a manual. It's freaking dope. Michael J. What's going on, Michael J? Brandon says, okay, what it do? What's going on, Brandon? John O'Neill. We have to come here and walk out. Our government have the balls to tax us. So, okay, cool. Michael J says, just buy the tune. Forget the updated turbo. Michael says, yo, Boost, RT Tuner has upgraded turbos. I have Redsport with low downpipes, CATBACK. It's all awesome, but now what? He says, wait, you have low downpipes, CATBACK, so it's in a dyno tune. The only thing, honestly, that you can do after that to gain more power, but where's the heat exchanger there? You don't have a heat exchanger, Michael? You need a heat exchanger. It's too freaking hot over here, dude. You have to get an AMS heat exchanger at that, or burger tuning. But if you decide to keep the car, get the AMS heat exchanger, because you want to know why? You can buy it from Infinity. You're not gonna have any warranty issues. Same thing for the intakes. Get AMS intakes. You're not gonna have any warranty issues because it's stuff that they're selling. Honestly, if you're probably tuning a 93, I assume, get the low pressure fuel pump. And you can actually choose to get the Flex Fuel kit from Fuel It, and you can start rocking the E30 mix, and they can tune you for on E30 to gain more power. It's up to you, or you can buy the high pressure fuel pump and start running full E85. But that's gonna be another $1,600. So that and installation. So that's another $2,000 with a retune, and another $2,500 for 50 wheel horsepower, probably 40 to 50 wheel horsepower. It's up to you though. But as of right now, it's not really much. You did most of the basic modifications for the car. Michael J, no like button on the iPhone. Wow, definitely taking too long to answer this question. Marcus said, I heard the ones that hold most value are Telsas. Telsas are great, and they finally got cheaper too. Like you get like a Telsa for like $35,000, $40,000 now. I'm not talking about the new ones, I'm talking about the old ones. They're pretty dope, but they show their age too much, and their quality is like Kia. Sorry if shout out to the Kia guys who might be watching, but the quality is like Kia. Like there's definitely a lot of panel gaps, but the car looks good though. Okay, Carson says, what kind of results did you get from the dyno pipe? Need a video on that. I need to get on a dyno. In New York, there's only so much dynos over here. You got Chris Miller. You have this other new cat who just got an all-wheel drive dyno, but I didn't see any torque numbers from him. You have Rad, but they have like a dyno jet or dyno meter, but everyone's saying that their dyno reads high, and I really don't want to go to a dyno that everyone says reading high. My boy down in his G37 there and put down 310 though. So I kind of believe it's doing pretty good because I saw his modifications. He's on intakes, high flow cats, and full exhaust. And he did an all-wheel drive mode. And he put on 310. So it might be right. So maybe I'll hit up Rad. But the really reason why I don't really want to do it at Rad spot is because they also tune VR30s there. So they could tweak make some change parameters on the dyno jet to not make JB4s look that dope. They don't want to give away money. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're not tuning JB4s nothing like that. They're just selling them. But they make most of their cash cow when they tune. So That's the problem. I would want to go to a shop that doesn't tune VR30s that has an all-wheel drive dyno that's close. Same thing if I went to RT. I'm not saying that they would try to tweak the numbers, but they could, because at the end of the day, they make money off the tunes. You know what I'm saying? That's their cash cow when it comes to VR30. Michael J, I got Twin Guard, finally put the Canon filters on it. Okay, cool. MPG, Kia's thing, man, check the Kelly Blue Books. I don't know why it hid that. Sorry, MPG, it hid that for some reason. Some people are making money off them because the resale value is so high. G70 has a really high resale value as well. Check out kbb.com. Cool. Whew. Okay, Mr. Bele, did you drop your car on BC coilovers? Yes, my car is dropped on BC Racing coilovers. I had them since 2015. Yes, I have them since 2015. I have probably 40 to 50,000 miles on it. They last me that long. Yes, that long. That's a long time to have coilovers at my height in New York, driving daily, every day, 2 separate cars, racing, speed bumps, potholes. So I give respect to BC Racing for making coilovers that last so freaking long. Also, my MEGEN races I had on my G37 and Maximo was pretty good too. But these are the best coilovers I've had yet out of the coilovers. I only have 4 brands. I had BC Racing, MEGEN, K Sport, and I believe Jet or GIC. It was like another brand. I forgot the brand it was. It was on my Maxima days. But these are the best coilovers I've had yet. Not saying there's not better coilovers out there. It's just that these ones outlast me as a default daily car. All right. Whew, Mr. Marcus, what is your opinion on MEGEN lower downpipes? Well, I made a video about a quality report on it. If you want to go check that on that video, and also the installation video. But to be honest, the quality looks perfectly fine. They're not hand welded, whatever the case might be, but they're good quality. I don't see nothing wrong with their welds at all. And they don't have a flex pipe in it, which is perfectly fine. I freaking hate flex pipes on those type of exhaust parts because they crack and break over time. But they're holding up. They're really affordable compared to AMS or Z1. Honestly, when AMS and Z1 came out with their low downpipes, they got to set the price. When you go look at 3.7 test pipes, don't you notice they're like $100, $150? Why is that? Because they finally bottom out in price. Whenever you make this new first products, you always set the price. And then from there, someone's always going to undercut you. I love when they undercut. Unfortunately, it takes away business from bigger brands such as AMS and Z1 Motorsports and a few other ones. But at the end of the day, I don't want to spend $300-$400 on pipe. Like literally, this much pipe. Like, why am I spending that much money for a pipe that probably cost them at the most $56 to make? Just being honest with you guys, you know. Sorry. Brandon says I got a 2015 3.7 ounce Z1 currently did the world record at 377, and then upon torque, the amount of money spent 3.7 versus tuning is no brainer. Yeah, just tuning. Yep, yeah, right. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, Frank, 3.7 versus 3.2 stock form. If you're gonna get a 3.0 T versus 3.7 stock form, and you're not gonna do any performance modifications, I mean, you can do look modification handling, but only like no performance. Honestly, I'll get the 3.7. That's it, because the 3.0 T wouldn't give you consistent performance. It'll start to heat soak if you're in a hot area, you're trying to do it in the car. And 2, it doesn't sound that good. You know, something about the 3.7 and the noises it makes just in stock form with that when I had it was just great. I love that. I love that. And then you can just keep beating on that 3. You beat on that girl. You beat on that girl. Okay, you beat on that 3.7. 3.7 takes a freaking beat. You flogged that girl. I'm telling you, I miss revving that girl out. My 3.0 T, I don't do it no more. It's like I enjoy the car a lot because I have the horsepower and everything. So I really just floor it just to fill the amount of torque. For the 3.7, I peg that girl every time. Wait, that doesn't sound like peg that girl. But you guys know what I mean. Yeah, I love that girl, man. I miss it. John O'Neill, you're cool. I like you. I love Americans. There's a place in the West Ireland everyone drives donkeys and carts. For real, dude? There's like, I mean, there's always some part of everywhere that's, you know, kind of Amish in a way. But donkeys and carts, wow, man, that's, I don't know. But I mean, listen, guys, I am American, but my family's from Barbados. So if you guys want to try out that island, it's a great island. We speak English there too, and crime rate is really low. So definitely go check out Barbados. It's a really good island. Y'all will have a good time there. And we have fish that fly. We have something called flying fish. Yes, fish that actually come with the water and they have wings, and then they go back. They only can fly for like 5 seconds. They could glide. But anyways, let me keep going. Michael J, what's the next Q50? What's the next pretty much modification I assume for the Q50? I know you said the BMW, but how about something more W50 pricing? I'm confused there. What's next Q50 free? I don't Michael J, what do you mean? I'm confused there. Patel, what's going on, man? How you been, man? What's going on, Patel? Hope you've been doing well, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. I'm out here. My little YouTube channel. I'm just trying to give you guys answers to your questions, man. So much. But yeah, back to Michael J. What did you mean, dude? Go back to answer that for me, please. You said, what's the next Q50 for you? Okay, next car, but better pricing range than the BMW. So something cheaper. If I was gonna get something in the pricing range of a Q50 right now that's new and leased, would probably be a G70. Honestly, a G70. It is a luxury brand of Kia, but I don't really see much other cars around it. Maybe the new TLX, but I'm not getting a Honda. But they're coming out with their V6 twin turbo, and it's gonna be all-wheel drive. So I gotta respect that. No matter, I have someone texting me. Okay, cool. Cool. So it would probably be a G70 or a really sexy blue TLX with a twin turbo all-wheel drive. Boy, that thing looks good. Good. I mean, Honda, they seem like, listen, I'm gonna wait till they drop that car. Let that car come out. I'm gonna see what that car do. But I'm not gonna get those two cars. I either want to get an exotic car, like I want to get a G37, a coupe 6-speed manual as a daily driver, another car. But as like an imperial car, I want to get an exotic car because I'm tired of throwing away money. So shout out to Exotic Car Acts again. I want to purchase cars that are fast, that are exotic, and I'm not saying go out there and get a Ferrari or nothing, but you know, when they might want to get a Porsche, you know what I'm saying? Like there's certain high-end cars that I would love to own and drive, and I don't want to keep giving away money on leases and not getting that money back. It's not really a good investment long term. At the start, it's cool as a day driver, it's just something you want to get and drive around to work, but I do want to get like a high-end car soon. Is it gonna be now? No, absolutely not. But more down the line, yes. But yes, just talking about G70 versus the Acura TLX, with twin turbo, yes. Those are like the two cars in that price range. I don't really like much other cars that are new. Older cars, I'm staying away from because I'm tired of turning wrenches now. Like I used to turn wrenches a lot, and not anymore. Tired of it. Excuse me. Let me just speed up a little bit. I don't want to miss anything here. Okay, cool. What's up? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Michael Jason could have 600 horsepower, right? Michael, there's 600 horsepower sleeper. I mean, they have an upgraded turbos on their Q60 coupe. That's about it. They have their sedan. I don't know if they upgrade the turbos on that car, but that car is road driving fast too. Marcus, yeah, my thoughts exactly. It's aluminum too. Same thing with frozen boost versus other versions. Yeah, definitely. Some of the stuff is just crossover stuff, just rebranding the name and using different parts and just charging a different price. That's honestly it. It's like when you buy clothes from Old Navy and then you go like Banana Republic or whatever, and then they have a different tag on it. Sometimes they do different quality, but if you really sit there and look at the quality of what they use, the same material. It just depends on the design, honestly. But I don't want to get into those apples and oranges because some people are brand hoes. So, you know, I'm not trying to take anything away from you guys. I show you guys very much respect. All right. Missy says, wait. My thoughts on 3.7. Yeah, 3.7 exhaust was crazy. I love going through drive with it. Yep. Had a nice sounding idle. Yep. Why don't car companies make available upgrade packages to make their older cars perform better? I think it could have been as easy when with the infotainment system. Yes and no. Yes, I think that's an agreement, but no. we live in a day and age where manufacturers don't care about keeping stuff up to date. For instance, if you have a G37, are they still giving you map updates for your navigation? No. You have a 2014, they still making 2050 Q50. They still giving updates, but sit there and think about it. It's still the same make and model, but they're not doing anything different. Period. Infotainment will always age out. Period. No matter what brand you're at. Shoot, didn't they have GPS in like the 2001 740i? They don't give a f about that now. They don't care. They don't care about entertainment. It's what you want to buy and what you want to buy now. That's honestly it. So one day, that's why the aftermarket's there. So you can buy stuff and get up updates through that, honestly. Also, you know what? I gotta say something. I had two people send me a message on Instagram, right? And there's a company called NAVIKS, and they make a plug-in, repeat, plug-in and like an Android module, whatever the case might be. Not the screen. It plugs in and it pretty much hacks the system. Not really hacks it, but it allows you to be able to have like an Android operating system or Apple CarPlay. I forgot exactly what it was, but it's called from NAVIKS. I sent them an email, and they were like, "No, they don't." They'll say we don't want to do business with you, but they said, "No, we're not looking to do any co-brand sponsorship." And I got upset because they are making a great product for our platform that would really make the infotainment way more fun, where you get engaged. And I want to try it on my car. And they actually they're from New York. They're in New York. Their home base is in New York. And I'm just upset because this product will be great for the entertainment. But the thing is, I'm not going to go buy their product and give them free advertising. So you know what? I'm going to just keep doing my path, keep working hard. If they want to work with me, let the companies come. At this point, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, guys, whoever's watching, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm not going chasing nobody else. Unless you guys say, you know what, Bruce, we want you to go check out this company. We want to see what this product does. And then I'm going to send an email to them. If they don't want to work with me, shoot, I'm going to post the email on my IG. And I'm going to say, listen, my Instagram followers, my Facebook followers, and my subscribers want me to work with you guys because they want to buy your product. They just don't know how good it is. And we trust Bruce that he's going to give a good representation and let us know what's the ins and outs of this product. Honestly, that's it. Because at this point, I'm not going to give away free advertisement for anybody. I'm not saying I should get paid for anything, but you guys should get some kind of promo code. Once again, shout out to Matt Metrics. If you have checked out the video, go back and check on that video. Those are the car mats for the 100% coverage car mats. They really hit me up. Hey, listen, we want you to try this product out. We want to give it to you for free. I said, listen, I want to pay. They said, no. We believe that you're going to give us an honest review, and plus our mats are that good. And you know what? Their mats are that good. Shout out to them. You can check them out, matmetrics.com or .ka. I can't remember. You can also go to my IG, and I have it up there too. Anyways, let me continue. I just got a little upset, man. I tried my best. But anyways, a few more questions here. Oh, man. Wow. I was talking too much. I got to speed up. Sorry, guys. All right, through the next car, better price range. Irwin says, I have a 2.0T downpipe 3-inch and MIDPIPE and a delete 2.5. What else can I do? Hit 14.5 last night. That's not bad. What else can I do? The 2.0T, bro, it has a very small freaking turbo, dude. Like, that turbo is so... I wish I could grab something the size of that freaking turbo. That turbo can only do so much. Honestly, dude, did you get like the tune for that car? Because I'm just seeing here that you did downpipes, but there is like a JB4-ish type of devices. I made a video on like the JB4 type devices that you can plug in that can gain power, and also there's companies coming out now that you can tune those cars. So Google that and look into that. Check out that old video talking about like JB4 type of a device that you plug in. I can't remember them right now off the top of my head. I think it's called Race Chip. And you can plug in the game between 30 to 50 wheel horsepower, legit. So that's the next modification I would do in that car. And it plugs right in, just like I did before. No warranty issues. You can unplug it, all right? It's not a tune. It's just a glorified boost controllers. Check that out, all right? Okay, Missy Olsen, I didn't know you were from the islands. Big up. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, Michael J, did they put 10-speed transmission in them? And for, I think it's supposed to be, I can't say it's a 10-speed. It's definitely more than a 7-speed. It's either an 8 or 10. Honestly, for the TL. Chaz Terrell, Porsche, unsubscribe, joking. Keep up the good work. Great channel, bro. Thank you, Chaz. Appreciate you very much, man. Clarence, Acura RDX says you be looking nice. Definitely. John, it's an island off Ireland called Skelling Rock. Okay, Skelling Rock. One is car owned by the Gardaí police. It's a Ford Mondeo 1.4 petrol. Okay, cool. Is something unplugged here? I think something unplugged here. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, guys. All right. Young G Bone says BMWs are unreliable, bro. Yeah, that's why I would only lease. I would only lease a BMW, guys. As much as I like the look of the 335i, the coupe and the sedan, I still like the way they look. I still like. Is that the E90 body? I'm not too positive. E92. I apologize, guys. I don't know the number of it. I would love to cop a white one with red seats, a drop top, the two-door with the hard top, the four-door white one. I like them. Those are sexy cars, but I don't like their plastic water pumps. Honestly, I just don't. Gotta keep it going. J Rock said, manufacturers just want you to buy the new stuff. Yep. But I got a lot of questions. Grand Coupe looks nice, but still BMW will break down on a frequent basis and continue certain miles. Yes. After 56, 60, 70,000 miles, you'll really know how good a car is, period. So you just got to give them test of time. Brian says, 18 or 19 Q50 rental. Good to buy, 28K, worth 15K worth it. No, do not buy a rental car. Don't. Remember, you know people who bought rental cars and what they do to it. Beat on it. Yes, they do maintenance rental cars a lot because they know they get used a lot, but you know those people didn't treat their car right. They put 87 fuel in there. They beat on it. They drive it. They hit every single pile. They didn't treat it like anything because they just drove it home. They didn't care. They didn't care. So don't get rental cars. Stay away from buying rental cars. Sometimes they can be a great deal, but at the end of the day, you know they were beat on. You know they were. All right, let me keep going. Brandon, I wish I can tune the shift points in my Q50. Fifth gear is an L. Ugh. Yeah, sometimes they have long gears. At TM Car Reviews, it's only as good as the hardware is installed on the Q50 computer isn't very fast. Very true. Michael J, we need someone to Apple CarPlay our infotainment. It can't be that hard. Well, Michael J, for 2020, for 2021, that's supposed to be integrating Apple CarPlay and Android Auto into the new Q50's entertainment or Q60s. So we will see. All right. And best believe when I find out, when I see it, like actually see it, I'm gonna go right to the dealer and start pressing on the button. Right? And I'm gonna let you guys know, but it's supposed to be getting done. I made a video about it. People have been sending me all the medical words about it and everything. So we'll see. Whew. All right. Young G Bone says Infiniti should step up their interiors. To be honest, I don't think the interiors are that bad. I just think they should use better quality interior. I think the interiors are good. They just use better quality. Like they should have red seats. We should have red seats in the Q50 by now. Why do I have to get a Lexus sedan to get red seats? We should always. Nissan has always done that. Maxima's got red seats before G37s, and then they said, you know what, for G37 they gave us red seats for like the specialized ones. But you go get, man, you're right. They should have diamond stitching. Give me diamond stitching. Give me a better look. What does it cost to them? What, 5 more cents? But anyway, I don't own $1 billion company, so I wouldn't know. All right, guys, let me try to. How long am I talking? Oh, 20 more minutes, guys. Wow, I did not end up talking. I was going to talk to you about for 20 minutes. 2 hours. Wow. But yeah, just like my last live, I'm sitting there talking to you guys for 2 hours. So once again, man, thank you. Some of you guys probably signed up and came back in to show me some love. Whoever's watching, can I get some likes? Likes. I've been having a lot of people coming in just to talk with me, ask me questions. Just hit the like button. I appreciate that very much, man. I might have 100 to 200, 300 viewers, and I'm only having 32 likes, man. Just hit the like button, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'm giving you time out my day to answer you guys' questions. At least hit me with a like, man. I appreciate you guys for that so much. All right. Excuse me, guys. Whew. All right. Michael Jason turns crazy. Okay. Brandon says Infiniti is petty. Yes. Infiniti has always been freaking petty. Young G Bone, Michael J. Which year? Q50. Erwin says, thank you, bro. Left, right. I have a YPIPE. Need a MIDPIPE ASAP. Can't find pen. Please help. Well, if The only company right now that makes mid pipes for our car is, I believe, the Tanamdi. Is it the Tanamdi mid pipe? I could be wrong. I believe Tanamdi makes a mid pipe that bolts up to the aftermarket or stock YPIPE and the aftermarket AXLEBACKs and stock muffler. That's like a $400 piece. But now you have MEGEN Racing that came out. Ooh. They make a mid pipe back now with the mid pipe and their AXLEBACK. That's at about $700. So those are the two companies you can go to right now that you can match up with your YPIPE. But at that point, you pretty much built yourself a CATBACK. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. Those are two options. Or unless you want to get a whole nother system. All right, finish it. And also, I did send a DM to MEGEN Racing about their new mid pipe back, AXLEBACK, and they didn't get back to me either. So, yep, they don't want to do business with me. It is what it is. MEGEN Racing is a big company. They make parts for old cars. They care about some little Q50 Q60 channel. Doubt it. But anyways, the next model here will have Android. Okay, boost. Need recommendations on YPIPE and XPIPE. Need to rebuild my Q50 RS400. Well, at that point, we'll just get a CATBACK. At that point, if you wanna get a CATBACK, there's relatively cheap ones out there. To be honest, the only ones I've seen that I like as being an old man is NVIDIA. NVIDIA to me makes a good sound. It's not a loud exhaust. On a 3.7, it sounds good. On a 3.0T, it's pretty quiet because of the turbos. Otherwise than that, I think everything else is really expensive. Arc sounds good on the 3.7s and Gothos or whatever, GT Gothos, whatever. But those are expensive. At the end of the day, I think a CATBACK should be no more than like $1,000. No more than $1,000. Anything at that point, you're not really. What's the point? You're buying something for the sound, and on a 3.0T, we don't make good noises. So I don't think you guys should spend any more than $1,000. 3.7, that Gothos exhaust though sounds. But I'm not spending $2-3 grand. That's expensive. Expensive. Some people might ask me about MBR3. That's a 3-inch exhaust. Everybody who purchases it says it sounds really raspy, it's loud, and they added resonators. And it's also relatively cheap. So it's up to you. Just know that the drone's going to be very loud on the MBR3 3-inch exhaust CATBACK. It's a 10-speed and TLX. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Okay, Clarence asked, glad I changed the shift knob in my 2015 to 2018 knob. Dealership said they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. Wow, really? Just a shift knob change they couldn't do? That's an expensive modification just for a look, though. You know, so that knob could be like $150, $20 just for the knob. I would rather just buy it used off eBay or something like that. Jamrock says, Boost, those metrics, have you had them during the winter? They would have. Okay, I've had them. I got them and I can't remember. Can't remember when. I didn't have them throughout the winter. No, I had the Chinese ones throughout the winter. I got them right at the end of the winter. It still snowed, but the thing is, it's a two-piece design. They give you the diamond stitching, and they give you like a collapsible material that sits on top of it that collects rock chips and all of that. And you detach that part with 2 clips, and you can wash that and dust that out and everything and put it back in. So it protects the leather from getting destroyed and ripped up because of your boots. So I love that about those mats. And it seems like they're going to last the test of time. I've had them with the rain. I remember it snowed one time when I had them. They were easy to clean. I just detached the scrub, the washable part, and I just wiped the leather. That's it. Okay, that would be the secret for me. The salty mud will kill everything in there. Yep. I also had WeatherTechs, but I just never liked the coverage for WeatherTechs, and they scratched up easy and this discolored too. And that's when I had it in my G37. So I never really liked WeatherTechs at all. But you know what? Depending on the design, sometimes you want something that looks good, but sometimes you want something that's rugged. So it's up to you guys if you really want to get something like a WeatherTech, whatever the case might be. Because you know what? It's gonna get the job done. It's gonna catch the water. The water's gonna collect. With the metrics, it's for 100. It's almost 100% coverage, and it's like a big cup. But if you have a heavy amount of snow and water, you're gonna have to clean it out and take off the 2-piece design, wipe up all the water. That could scratch the leather because it's real leather. They don't use fake leather in that. So it may be a problem, but I have to wait and see what happens. But I think as of right now, they're doing what they got to get done. The winter, gotta wait and see, especially with my work groups too, you know. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. I'm not gonna force you guys to go buy anything. I just want to give my honest review, and we'll see what happens in the winter. Maybe I'll just give an update video in a few months. Hopefully, like another 6. I don't want no more snow in New York. All right, guys, I'll ask you some more questions. Young J Bone, okay, blah, 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 okay, here. Only BMW is okay. The only BMW to buy is a 340 at Genki. Yes, 340 B58. That motor is gonna be the new Supra, and that freaking motor is dope. A friend has it. Shout out to Winner. That is a dope motor, and that comes with that ZF transmission. Oh my god, I love driving that car. It's a great car. But anyways, let me continue. Don't have IG or Facebook. Just trying to ask you a question, Boost. I got my new wheels. You have 20x9 plus 25 in the front and 10.5 and 40 in the rear. I'm rear wheel drive, stock height. What tires, Boost? I'm not really much of a tire guy, dude. I'm not gonna be able to tell you what tires you should actually get for your car. But I used to work for BJ's Wholesale Club, and we sold Michelin brand tires, and Michelin sent me out all the way to Greenville, what is that, South Carolina, North Carolina, just to train me. And Michelin tires are one of the best tire brands out there. I have to give them to them. If you don't want to buy them, buy BF Goodrich. Those are a little bit cheaper. You still have the same technology you get in the Michelin brand. I do like Continentals too. They're extreme contact, whatever it is, that brand, that asymmetric tread pattern. I've been out for quite a long time. Really like those tires. But I don't have that type of money. So I went and got BARUM, because BARUM is a division from Continental. I really like the BARUM Bavarius tire. It's an ultra high performance tire. I've had about 10,000 miles on it and drove it in the snow, winter, rain, and it's been doing what it needs to get done. And it's extra load, so it takes more weight per tire or per corner, which means you should be less prone to blowouts if you have the proper amount of air pressure in it. And I live in Brooklyn. I have yet to have a blowout, and I've hit some really bad potholes. I've driven to Canada with them. I've driven to all the way to DC, Virginia. Definitely to a racetrack. Haven't had any issues. Definitely drove in a lot of rain at 70, 80 miles an hour, having hydroplane. They're great in the water too. Definitely look at the reviews of Bavarius, BARUM Bavarius 3HN. Look them up, see the reviews, and see if you like them. They're really cheap, a budget, ultra high performance tire. All right. And also, because you're going with a staggered setup, if your stock height plus 40, I don't know if you could go that wide on a plus 40. You might have to go like a 275 in the rear at the most, so that you're not pushing the tire too much close to the fender or stock height. You want it to not look Mexi flush. 9 plus 25 in the front shouldn't be too much of an issue for you either. And you can rock staggered setup. You can have 245 in front and 275 in the rear. Never buy rentals. 2018. BMW any good? BMW, am I good? Now, a lot of euros. All right, love the channel, bro. Always looking forward to watching your content. Appreciate you, William. Thank you, William. I'm gonna be out in 12 more minutes, guys. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can now and go through these questions. I have front 240, 235, 245, 35, 20, and 285. Right, they are the best. Definitely check that out, man. Michelin AS3s are great tires, man. I used to like the old Michelin Pilot Sports. Freaking dope. They don't make those older ones anymore. They always upgraded technology. Young G says, what do you think about BMW? Okay, cool. Michael J, I don't know. At least still ain't that high. What do you think about the 2019 Ultima? I really like the 2019 Ultima because of two things they did. They added all-wheel drive, and they added turbo. What do I hate about the new 2018 Ultima is the interior looks better than the Q50, way more up to date, and better standard features than the Q50. And number two, well, that's actually, no, that's not something I hate. I hate that they have it. Yeah, I freaking hate that they have that. Yeah, I'm saying the right thing. Hate that they have it. And also, I hate the fact that the turbo motor isn't with the all-wheel drive. They gave you the regular 4-cylinder with the all-wheel drive. Why did they give you the turbo motor with the all-wheel drive? That's what I dislike about the new Ultima. All right. I speed up. What do you think? Okay. I like the 4 Series Grand Coupe. Boost, did you hit up STILLEN at all? No, never send a message to STILLEN. have yet to send a message to STILLEN because I don't really like none of their parts. Their intakes suck. Their exhaust, I don't really care for it. That's about it. There's nothing else I want to buy from them. I bought their real sway bar. I did an installation video. Hotchkiss has their sway bar, which is I've heard is better. So I might be trading up for that. Okay, like groceries, what CATBACK do you recommend, and what are some of the cheap ones that you enjoy? I don't have a CATBACK for my car, but like I said earlier, about 5-10 minutes ago, NVIDIA, I really like it because I'm an old man. It sounds really good. It's nice and quiet. Has a little bit more of a growl. But otherwise than that, if you want to go with something loud and drone, you can get an MVRP. That's relatively cheap. And honestly, I believe CATBACK should be more than $1,000, but that's my opinion. If you want to go to the higher, more expensive ones, Fast Intention sounds good. You have ARC, and then you have Gakos exhaust. But those are quite expensive, and you're just buying the name at that point and how good their welders are and the material. What's going on, John? I appreciate you very much. Shout out to John. I love you very much, brother. John, download my car, overdrive, put down, kind of by itself. The overdrive kicks in and out, causing bumps and valleys in the graph. Operator could feel it. Naturally, my tuner sent me a new map to correct some anomalies after contacting ECU. So ran my old map. I'll dial it in and go back 2 hours away. It was 92 degrees. Okay, cool. John, man, just wanted to say hi and keep up the videos coming. Appreciate you, John, very much. He has a good modified car, man. Your car is freaking modified. He got some good parts in his freaking car. With the overdrive, do you take the traction? What I realized is if you took the traction control off and you press on the white button under the brake pedal, that button that people use to go road drive mode, it doesn't turn you road drive mode in your overdrive, that white button. It just turns off all the traction control. That's what I realized. It turns it all the way off, and you'll still be overdrive mode, but the car will be way less prone into jumping in. So you have to press the white button, bro. John, you have to press the white button too, and you'll see both the two yellow icons, and that literally like almost basically fully disengages the ABS. How I know that because I did a lot of drifting in the water with the traction control off, and the ABS still jumps in. But when I press that button, the ABS didn't jump in at all. So you can literally four-wheel it, and the car won't jump in for that. I got to speed up a little bit. Mustang 5.0 or Infiniti 3.7? I would get the Mustang 5.0 2015. I love that car. My friend has it. It has way better standard features, but I would really love the G37 3.7 6-speed manual. But at the end of the day, I would rather get the Mustang. Get a blower. You have 600 wheel on stock block. It's the same. Their blowers are $5,000. That's it. A blower. And you have 500 to 600 wheel horsepower. You're not going to get that out of the G37. And the Mustangs look great. And they have standard features too. Why not? Travis, hey, what do you think about the Acura TLX 4-cylinder getting the tune and the betting on 3.7 3.0T? Any advice? Acura TLX 4-cylinder. I have no idea how powerful that is, but I know they're supposed to come up with the twin turbo V6. That's what I'll be looking at. Sorry, man, I'm not really into the 4-cylinder game at all. Sorry. But if you want to get a tune for it, why not? As long as it's affordable. But at the end of the day, it's 4-cylinder. You might want to get a little more power. You know what I'm saying? But up to you. 3.7 versus 3.0T, dude. I've had this conversation plenty of times with a lot of people who follow my channel, watch my channel. Dude, 3.7 is workhorse. 3.0T is not really a workhorse. It's like 3.7, but it's gonna have more parts that can break over time for the longevity of having and owning. 3.7 is gonna keep running. So that's up to you. Both cars look great. Both engines are really great, but you just have to weigh your pros and cons. They're both similarly priced. You get a 2015 and a 2016 different motors for almost the same price now. So it's really up to you. Just my recommendation, if you're going to get a 3.0T, definitely get an extended warranty. Because why not? Why not get a 5 to 6 year extended warranty? This stuff will break. And I don't mean like the transmission. I mean the turbos may give you an issue after 60, 70, 80,000 miles. Well, it depends on the driving you do. Remember, this motor is relatively still new to the market. Gotta speed up, guys. Okay, cool. Michael J says, okay, 4Ss or Super Sports? Actually, I think 4Ss are better for as a daily. Super Sports are more for track. It's weird. Ultima got a car play without Q50 contract. You're correct. I have 4S's on it. 4S's. Yep. It's taken. Thank you for advice. How many miles, John? Acuras are now so ugly. I actually disagree, man. I actually like the Acuras. I think they're looking better. I think Lexuses are getting pretty ugly, but that's my opinion. I just don't really like the look of them. Can I run 265, 40, R19 or 35 offset? Yeah, that just depends on offset 35. If you're running 265, 40, 19 on a 35 offset stock height, nah. It depends on how wide the wheel is, though. I mean, nah, the 35 offset on stock height. You gotta tell me the wheel went, bro. Patrick, you gotta tell me the wheel went. 5.0 young, yep. Okay, 21,000 miles on my car, yep. Okay, cool. Thank you, Boost. You answered my question. Boop. Yep. 4S replacement. Okay, yep. 4S is the replacement for the Pilot Super Sports, for real. I haven't been following Michelin tires for quite a while, so that's why I don't know. Michael J, the no ultimate trash. What is your thought on the Alfa Romeo Sport? I have a 2018 Redsport. Dude, I don't know if Ari, you don't ask me about that. I know nothing about Alfa Romeo Sports at all. Nothing. I only know about the Giulia, and the Giulia is crap. Sorry. But I enjoy my Redsport. I mean, I enjoy my Q50. You should enjoy your Redsport. But if it's the base Alfa Romeo Sport, I haven't really heard good things about them. I have to look them up, but the Giulia ain't crap. It's crap. It's not a reliable car. That's snitches all day. A Q50 has a burning smell whenever I speed up on the highway over 100 kilometers. Well, that burning smell can come from anything, bro. See if you run over some plastic. Some plastic might have got over the exhaust. Check your oil levels. Make sure the oil levels are good. If you're not pressing on the brake or anything, I don't know where that burning smell is. Is it coming through the cabin? I mean, just take a look. Take it to your local mechanic and just see. Don't take it to Infinity. I don't think you take Infinity for that. It doesn't make any sense. Honestly, there's nothing really I can really tell you on that. What's wrong with that burning smell? I haven't had a burning smell on none of my two Q50s. It could be anything, dude. You just gotta take it to a mechanic and have them inspect everything, dude. That's all I can tell you. Janique, Alpha is a fun car to drive. Major nightmare to own. Jamrock says stay away from the Ultima. It also has a very crappy all-wheel drive system, not the same as the Jeep. It's a front-wheel drive bias all-wheel drive system, and Infinity really had. I mean, Nissan hasn't made a front-wheel drive bias all-wheel drive system except for like the Rogue. So I don't know. It's probably cheaper and uses less torque. Michael J, four-cylinder that has a Honda Civic. Ford new GTG Mustang equals the best bang for buck. Comes with 2020, no replacement for displacement. I agree. There's no replacement for displacement. But I'd rather just cop a 2015 or 2018 5.0 and just call it a day. All right, guys. I'll have 2-3 more minutes. Hussein, nice channel. I have an Infinity Hallmark exhaust on my 2018 Redsport. When I let off the gas, after a hard acceleration, I get back pressure from the exhaust, and the car wants to lurch forward. Is that normal? Yes. That's normal because Infinity did not put any blow-off valves. Repeat, did not put any blow-off valves on the stock system. So what happens is when you let off the gas, you have boost spikes, and those boost spikes actually continue to make the car want to lurch forward. So if you really are annoyed and that really pisses you off over time, definitely look into a Z1 Motorsports, Concept Z, and I think RT2 has come up with their own blow-off valve system that will help alleviate that annoying issue that keeps happening. It's an expensive buck to spend just for lurching and boost spikes, but if you're gonna own the car, why not? If it's a lease, yeah, it's an expensive part that adds a noise. But it's up to you guys. All right. What do you think about the 2019 37 sedan at Pale? I'm always going to recommend purchase a 2012 or 2013 G37 sedan. It was just more reliable and it didn't have a galley gasket issue. So look for 2012, 2013 and up. Okay, sorry, just go up a little higher. The older model, the older Q37s were really good, but they had a galley gasket issue for a certain amount of higher mileage. I don't want you to run into it. All right. Okay. Dodge Charger CATBACK. Boom. I meant lunge for it. Okay. Boom. Thanks. I do need to get one. Boom. Yeah, that happens in the Sport Plus a lot. Blow valve stops for lunge. If you are to track, you need blow valves and the best of boosting. Now, Travis said, I'm not gonna say ugly because I have now. Okay, cool. He's answering that question. And what if I change? What any changes occur in the exhaust in Sport and Sport Plus mode? No, like nothing changed. What if any changes occurred to the exhaust in Sport Plus mode? No, there's no changes in the exhaust in Sport Plus mode. Nothing. All it allows you to do is have a more sensitive gas pedal, and your transmission shifts will be more quicker and firmer. That's all Sport Plus does. All right, guys. So next question is the last question I'm answering, and that's it. Because I just hit the 2 hour mark. So the next eyes for the next question. I'm gonna answer that one. I'm not gonna answer any more questions on that. I'm just gonna give some brief updates, and that's it. But otherwise than that, so this month I'm from the Northeast, as some of you guys know. If you guys are in the tri-state area, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, whatever the case might be, if you're around that area, I'm gonna have a meet within the next year, pretty much the next year. Not a year. I'm tired. The next month, within this month, in Floyd Bennett Field, I'm gonna try to set up for a Sunday. I'm gonna put up the updates on my Instagram and on my Facebook. I'm gonna try to put up the little screenshots. They let you post a picture here on YouTube too, and where it's gonna be and everything like that, and the date and everything. So I just want to say that's gonna be an update. I want to meet some of you Q50 Q60 guys. But the last question I'm gonna answer, he already put it up, is what did he say? Send me a link to your wills. That's not really a question. Who's winning the NBA next? I don't freaking know. I don't know, Travis. Would you buy an updated version of a GTR? No, not at all. No. The 2012-2013 GTR is the best. Do the same Raptors. My 360 cam is total fab at night. Yes, you can. The 360 cam, what you can do is change up some of the contrast. You can actually change the brightness and contrast of the hues. That actually helps it up. Like you can turn up the white brightness. So give that a try. It helps a lot. Um, sorry, what did you say about the Alfa Romero? Had to step away. Everyone's gonna be in the comments, bro. Alfa Romero is not really a good brand. Like legit, I don't know nothing much about that specific Romero, but I know that the Julia is crap. So I can expect the same thing for the cheaper quality cars. But at the end of the day, just like there's a YouTuber that has a Q50, there's a YouTuber who probably has that car. So just look them up and look at car reviews and what people would say, bro. So at the end of the day, it's Infinity channel, and I'm not an Alfa Romeo enthusiast. Canada, thanks for going live. Come on the forum, check out some time. Yep. Next week is looking nice. The upper suck, or price breaks down. Good night, good night, good night. Once again, everybody, thank you. Thank you. If you are watching me right now, just hit the like button. I was on this video with you guys for 2 hours. I answered so much of you guys' questions. If some of you guys are just signing on, thank you. I'm sorry that you guys didn't catch me. I need to start giving you guys updates to know when I'm going to go on so you guys can actually jump in and ask questions. But some of the questions that people answer are actually in the comment thread. So go up and you might actually find the part of where I answered it. It would really help you guys out really so much. Otherwise than that, guys, you can contact me at Boost Motion on Instagram, Boost Motion on Facebook. I'm going to try to set up an email for Boost Motion too, because some of you guys aren't on social media and you guys want to send me messages and ask me questions. I've actually got a few emails. So I'm going to try my best to do that within the next week and have an email up for you guys. I'm gonna try this month. I'm gonna set up a car meet for my Q50 Q60 guys in the tri-state area. I'm gonna have you guys come out to Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, big huge area. We can park up, take pictures, talk, and I can meet some of these people. And I'm gonna try to see what else I can do. But as of right now, guys, I have a few other videos that will come out this week and next week. It should be funny videos, but otherwise than that, this is Boost Motion signing out. I would love to answer a lot more of you guys' questions, but I'm closing out the video, and I'm going to end it with this last question from Xavier. When are they releasing previews of the new 2020 Q60? I do not know. It's probably going to look the same because it came out in, 2017, 2018, 2019. So they're probably not going to change the look. But if they do, which they could do if they really wanted to, it'll probably be more aggressive looking. Otherwise than that, guys, it's Boost Motion signing out. Thank you very much. Hit the like button before you guys sign out. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys very much. You have a good day, morning, afternoon, and good night. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.